Hello students. In the previous class we read the chapter The Photograph by Ruskin Bond. Today we shall continue the same. The story is based on the theme of memories, identity, change, equality, acceptance, independence and freedom. The story is about a man who is looking back at an incident that took place when he was 10 years old. He found a photograph and he is discussing about it with his grandmother. It is important to note the relationship that the boy shares with his grandmother. The grandmother is a rebellious or an independent woman. She recalls with happiness how she felt as a young girl. Perhaps the grandmother misses her youth and the freedom she felt when she was younger. No longer is she able to do the things when she was once young, which may leave some readers to suspect there is an element of sadness as well as happiness in the tone of the grandmother. It may also be a case that Ruskin Bond is exploring the theme of identity. Though the narrator knows that the girl in the photograph is the grandmother, she never confirms it. As to why she doesn't tell the narrator, it is difficult to say. Perhaps she might be embarrassed to admit that she was somebody who did not conform to the societal norms. It is really difficult to say as to why the grandmother refuses to admit that the girl in the photograph is herself. Also, this can be taken as an element of freedom that the grandmother felt when she was once young. When an individual is independent of others, it is better to allow them to continue their independence without having them relying on others. There is also a sense that the grandmother, when she was younger, was the equal of the other children she played with, particularly the boys. We also see that to be equal of others through her confidence is also very essential. The grandmother is seen knitting a scarf as winter is approaching. Also, the grandmother is not able to recall that who is behind the wall with the hands in the air, because she was so busy getting her getting her photograph taken. It is also possible that the grandmother did not wish for her photograph to be taken as she just wanted to play and she stood motionless. The fact that the grandmother calls herself wicked is also very interesting. It suggests that the grandmother, with the passing of time and advancement towards her old age, has changed. She may not necessarily think as a child. This also suggests the theme of memory and childhood. The grandmother, with the passing of time, may have become more relaxed. She enjoyed her youth. Through this chapter, we learn how memories become an important part of our lives. Here, the grandmother has accepted her past as well as her present.